Hello, how are we today? Thank you for visiting the Spectrum of Lighthouse YouTube channel. My name is brettpukay, and today's reading is going to be a timeless reading for the collective, so it doesn't really necessarily matter which star sign you are. If you've clicked this, then you are a vibrational vibrational match, and your frequency is also a match. So if this is your first time, hello. How are you? My name is Brett, and if you're returning, thanks for coming back. How are you today? So this is one of the readings, like I mentioned earlier, that are timeless, but they will be more of the energy stamp of 7 days or a week from whenever you are viewing this. Not necessarily a week from the day that I'm recording it, but just a week from when you, the viewer, are watching this. So as I shuffle this spread, I will be picking 3 cards. The first I'll be using is the Frequency Tarot deck, and this one is going to be what frequency are you, the viewer, a match to? And I do have a playlist where I do talk about the Oracle tarot decks that I use. And if you enjoy this video, make sure, okay, so, see, okay, that's interesting. We did get that on film. I say that's interesting because it's 2 cards, and they came out like this, 72 and 71. I'll just put it 71 and 72. And they were both upright, which means the meaning is so the meaning of these cards matter if they're upright or not. Sorry, I'm just that's cool, and I'll read each of these because a plum 71. I'm not sure what that means, but I'll be reading that. And I mean, the heart chakra upright. This could mean that your heart chakra is opening. You might need to work on your heart chakra because it is opening. Because sometimes it's not that we need work done to ourselves or our chakras because they're blockages or anything or depleted. It could just be that they're opening. Things are gaining more power, and we need to work on that. And this next deck is the Keeper of the Light. And so this one is going to be which Keeper of the Light should you, if you feel called to, you should call upon. And as you can see, sometimes the cards do pop out. Whoops, that was me elbowing the mic. Other times, I shuffle it 3 or 4 times, and then I pick the top card out. No. So close. Let me shuffle it a couple more times. So, Spirit, which Keeper of the Light is the viewer being called to work with? Spirit, which Keeper of the Light? The viewer being called to work with. And if you're liking this, Feel free to subscribe. I will have contact information if you want a personal reading. Now let me shuffle it one more. Oh, there we go. Alright, so you did see that. This is why I do like have it on film, but Kalema. Facing fear. Major spiritual changes are unfolding. This is your chance to soar. So I have a feeling these two cards and this card definitely have something in common. And this next deck is the Cosmic Reading cards. And this is going to be a card. Half of the deck was upside down, or did I shuffle that? No. Anyways, this is what is the viewer's soul trying to tell them. And now this card did come out upright. These are the lights. If they come out in reverse, that just means to emphasize it, but in this case, obviously, we're going to emphasize it. And in this reading, though I don't know you, and I don't know what you're going through, I'm going to be, and I'm going to give you the truth as best, straightforward as I can. I call it giving you the Virgo truth, because I'm a Virgo Sun, a Virgo Rising, a Virgo Venus, and a Virgo Mercury. So I have a lot of Virgo energy, and I can give you the truth straight, but with love, because that's what I want in return. So with that being said, let's see, is it going to be the top card? Yeah, we'll shuffle it one more. Okay. And this card upside down, there's no different meaning. So, look at that. Celebration, number 6. All right. Excuse me. So number 71 says, if you have drawn this card upright, you are lining up vibrationally with victory and overcoming opposition through your confidence. Now is the time to assert yourself and be bold. You did not come to this life to live carefully and to stay safe. You may need to look after yourself at this time and be confident in expressing your needs and wants. Otherwise, you will not get your way. This is a time to know fundamentally who you are and what you stand for. If you're going to die 1 year from today, what would you do and how would you want to be remembered? If you have drawn this card, confidence is the order of the day. Self-assurance will get you what you want. Confidence is not to be confused with aggression. If you have drawn this card, you must come to terms with your own aggressive impulses, no matter how denied it may be within you. Aggression is part of human nature, part of your innate survival mechanism. Aggression cannot be simply suppressed. To do so will only turn it inward on yourself. When it does this, it will manifest itself in the form of illness. Aggravation can be very destructive, but it is also a powerful energy that can be channeled creatively. This is a time when you need to be aware of your impulses or anger. If you have drawn this card, the time has come to really focus on developing your self-esteem. This is not the time for introspection. This is the time to develop the confidence and claim your place in the world. Just take a deep breath. I'm going to get a drink of water. So in essence, yeah. And I'm just going to go right into heart chakra because I was going to say, because confidence is the solar plexus area. I feel, right? Self-esteem, that's the self, the solar plexus, yellow. So definitely anything with the color yellow, focus on at the solar plexus meditations or anything like that. Key of E. Fire. But also, we're doing the heart chakra because the heart chakra I find, because the solar plexus helps us with courage and will and self-confidence. But also that fire goes up into our heart space. And the wind fans that fire, goes through our throat and helps us express. Alright, let me read the heart chakra one. That one's upright. If you have drawn this card upright, the time has arrived to learn how to receive. Which is interesting because the self-confidence, it is not about introspect. It is about going out and receiving. Excuse me, right? Receiving the confidence, whether it's from others or from yourself. But yeah, the heart chakra is about receiving. When someone gives something to us, it does not always mean we can receive it. All the various positive things that people give to us could fall under the category of love. I mean, this is love. These videos, this YouTube channel, the Spectrum of Lighthouse, it's all a labor of love in essence. I mean, life in some shape or form should be a type of labor of love, but not labor in its traditional sense. Like capitalistic labor. It's not saying that. But labor in this instance is anything. We just got to do anything. Like whether we were growing crops, whether we have to go hunt food, whether we have to go grocery shopping, this, that, and the other thing. It's not meant to be taken as negative or even positive. It just is. So that's where the love aspect comes in. Attention is a form of love. So thank you for giving me your love by giving me your attention. Thank you. Gifts are a form of love. Help is a form of love, and the list goes on. So when we recognize that we can't receive the thing we have to acknowledge is that the thing we really can't receive is love. So when we recognize that we can't receive, the thing we have to acknowledge is that the thing we really can't receive is love. So it isn't the fact that we can't receive money or compliments or food, this, that, and the other thing. It's that we haven't been able to receive love. And that's a whole, lack of a better term, can of worms that we can talk about on a different video. But this is just the current frequency if you're watching this now. And this is, you know, we're going to go through it. We got a couple more cards. We can't receive love because we were never loved unconditionally. There are always conditions placed on love and conditions placed on receiving. This makes love and receiving feel bad instead of good. If you have drawn this card, the time has come to let yourself be loved. Stop rejecting the love that you are being given by others. Discover why you are afraid of receiving. From now on, when someone gives you something, recognize that they are giving you love. Consciously take that love in and hold on to that love. Your tank is running on empty. You will soon have nothing more to give to others if you do not let yourself receive from others. So it's almost like that whole put your oxygen mask on, sort of analogy. And if you notice though, the cards I use are more oracle cards. I forgot to mention this in the beginning, so I just jumped right in because the cards were jumping out. But there are a lot of regular, like, Rider-Waite tarot readers out there that I even follow on my channel. And I will be incorporating those as I learn more of them, but these are the ones that I feel more drawn to, that I feel intuitively can read better and get clearer messages out there for the collective during this time. But I say that because this is just going to probably confirm whatever you've been looking at with those other readings. Whatever those Five of Wands or King of Cups and all those cards are, maybe those are cards that are meaningful to you, because I just said those two randomly. But this could be confirmation through a totally different divination practice, but it's the same message, same vibration. Self-confidence, right? It's time. Forge ahead. I mean, Colin was talking about spiritual changes, facing fear, because moving ahead, receiving love, it's very fearful. But once we break through that fear, and once we face that fear with love and receive the love, we can start to celebrate. Anyways, Kalima. Kalima is the Hindu goddess of death and rebirth. She brings old cycles to an end so we can experience transformation. She is a strong, fierce, fiery, and powerful image of the divine feminine. Many have been intimidated by her, but she is a mother energy, and therefore completely loving. She's like a fierce mother protecting her child from harm. She has a dark energy like the night sky, but it consumes fear and leaves only love. And that's what I was going to say with this, was that is like what I said in the beginning. It's getting that confidence to receive the love. And if you do it by calling on Kalima, I'm from like southeastern Pennsylvania, Bucks County area, so I got a weird accent apparently. But so Kalima, and we open up and receive that heart chakra, that unconditional love. It might be scary, but Kalima transforms that fear into love. She is the twin flame of the god Shiva, and has even been known to slay his ego so that he can reveal his true loving self. So the extended message is, this is a time when you are able to look fear in the eye and move away from it. Fear is just energy, and energy can be changed and transmuted and transformed. This can be an intense experience because the human self is so conditioned that it may be used to operating with fear present. when the fear is gone. It may feel as though an emptiness is there, but this is space for love and miracles to enter. You are being filled with the courage of spirit now, so that you can move from this phase of your life to the next. Trust the process and call on Kalema to help you release your fear and step into a space that's strong, focused, and courageous. Let's go. And then you do that, and you celebrate, right? If there is anything in particular, and look, so this is 8, 9, and 6. I don't know if those numbers mean anything to you. 8 and 9 is 17, which is an 8, and 6 is 14, which is a 5. So maybe 5 also, but 7, 1, 7, 2, 6. Wow. Because your soul is trying to tell you to celebrate. And it might feel weird to celebrate, even if you don't feel like there's anything to celebrate about, right? Because you look at the world and everything. But don't look at the world, right? I mean, yeah, we should, right? Look at Canada, Mexico, Africa, France, all those countries, of course, Australia, UK, etc. But what's happening around you? And then what can you control? And then, to the best of your ability, let go of control of everything else. And not just me, there's a lot of other people out there that can help you. If you're feeling called, email me or contact me. Or if you're feeling called to finally hit up your one friend that you've been talking to, or that one massage therapist is actually a Reiki master too, or something like that. There's a crystal shop down the road from you, and you want to go in there and do a reading or something, you know? So, your light is radiant. Be open to spiritual and material blessings coming your way. Celebrate your achievements. You deserve it. You are being honored for all that you have already achieved on your journey. So yeah, even if you're thinking, Brett, I've stuck around for 23 minutes. I think it was 23:23 when I saw it, but 23:25 when I was talking, or when I saw the clock and said it, I should say. There's nothing that I should celebrate. There's nothing for me to celebrate. Well, celebrate your journey up until this point, because you're still here. Endless diseases and everything. A lot of violence apparently in this world, and you're still here. You're still trucking along. Doing, and not in a bad way, but doing well enough to watch these videos and to concentrate and work on your spiritual self, your emotional self, your mental self, your energetic self. Which is beautiful. Yeah, you might feel, fucked up or whatever. But you're definitely moving forward and facing your fears. And if you have to tap into that kalema within, because that's basically what all this is, like, especially when we're talking about keepers of the light or any sort of spiritual work or spirits or deities. I have a video, I have a playlist where I talk about that. The first episode is about mental health, and getting into this. Please be careful if you have a history of mental health or if you are neurodivergent in some way, because it can get kooky real quick and you can get off the trails real quick. You know? You think you're following this butterfly for a couple minutes, and next thing you know, it's 5 years or whatever. You know, I'm just saying. Alright, so celebrate your life accomplishments and your amazing growth. You have already assisted so many souls to express their own unique light. Spirit has seen your tireless work at all hours on projects to assist humanity. The time, energy, and love you have dedicated to the many hungry souls hasn't been easy. There were times it left you tired and drained, but still you soldiered on and persisted with love. There is much to be celebrated here. You are an amazing, radiant soul, and we are so very honored to have you work in bringing humanity back into alignment and balance. And that is true because, as you can see here, I like to go about things in a different way, in my own unique way, in a different perspective sort of thing. And the energy right now collectively, I think, is about having the confidence, because shit's falling apart and breaking, right? We're having a big collective tower moment, which is a-okay, right? Because with every death and rebirth, consider this the tower card. How about that? You've been seeing the tower card a lot? Sun card, right? Celebration. Isn't the sun card the most positive card in the deck? About celebration. 10 of Cups, too, is about family or something like that, right? Or not just family, but like that sort of love, you know, the fulfillment, love fulfillment or whatever. So, there's much to be celebrated here. Yeah. I'll just say that again. Take this time to reflect on your achievements, for you truly are a gift to the universe. The light you emanate reaches corners of the universe even you cannot fathom. Don't be so hard on yourself. Don't ever feel that the work you do isn't enough. Because people ask me, what got me started into this? How did I get into this? And honestly, every time I think about it, it is sort of been like a life thing for me. To where even just when I was working at McDonald's or Home Depot or the movie theater or wherever, the office job, 9 to 5 office job, you're still helping humanity in a way. Because your energy can affect many people. I don't know the math off the top of my head. But it is like 1 for every 1,000 or something like that. Like one person's positive frequency can neutralize 1,000 people's negative energy or something. Excuse me. It's crazy how potent this is. So even if you are just in high school, if you're still just working 9 to 5 office job, like, you don't have to be a content creator, a celebrity. You can be, for sure. But you can just be, you know, like working a pretty sweet job. Getting benefits and shit and just enjoying life, right, with your family. And that's helping humanity. So long as you do it with love you face and transmute the fear, right? And you have the confidence to just be yourself, basically, too. And I know that's such a cliche sort of thing, but like, you might notice, I mean, there's a reason I use myself basically as like a guinea pig, or like in a massage school we call them models or whatever, or in the hair, you know, like I might tell a lot of stories about myself because I'm trying to connect with examples, firsthand examples. Yeah. Because anymore with like TikTok and social media and going viral, I do think I've seen this video a few times too, but there is going to be the new quote celebrity, or like everyone's going to be famous in that way. And I could feel a collective more so energy of like, well, Brett, if everyone's famous, no one's famous. That's your perspective. Sure, that's your reality. Not to sound like a jerk or anything like that, but like, you, no matter what, you are able to control yourself and your life. And even if, what do I want to say? Because without getting too political, this is why I'm trying not to trigger anything with YouTube or even with you, because I don't want this to be a political thing, but in the same respects, a lot of stuff is crumbling, a lot of systems are crumbling, and we're going to have new systems come up. We're going to have to do a lot of healing because a lot of technology is going to help us. But if we're still stuck in this fear, we might have another Atlantis, right? Which then would cause another Lemuria, because like I feel like that was more so like the earth moving and the land's drowning. But Atlantis was definitely probably something technological. But this is what I mean, that we can learn from our mistakes. And obviously this is getting a little bit deeper, more bigger picture. And I don't want to be too judgy, but if you are struggling to pay your bills or something, then this is definitely a reading to help you get that confidence to do the thing you love, to face that fear so you can celebrate. And know, at least celebrate and know that you have the experience behind you. If it's love, right, it could be just, again, self-confidence to either ask that girl or guy or person out, or to commit more in the relationship you're in, facing that fear of commitment or anything, so you can celebrate. Take whatever resonates with you, if you even have your own interpretation. Each time you help another to see their inner light, the world gets a little bit brighter. You are never alone. You are always guided and supported by teachers and masters of the highest realms. All your earthly needs and requirements are and will always be taken care of. You are loved and appreciated for the beautiful soul that you are. Celebrate life. Celebrate you. Affirmation: I celebrate the light and love that is me, and have gratitude for this opportunity to shine. The associated chakras are the heart, throat, third eye, and crown. I think that's about it. thank you. Just trying to, see if Spirit has any other messages. Doesn't look like it. Like, share, subscribe. I love you so much. And I should have said this in the beginning, but remember, I will never reach out to you for a reading or anything. I magnetize. So people, that's why it's called the spectrum of lighthouse, because I just stand in my power and shine my light and attract those that are attracted to it or are magnetized to it, and then I help you shine your light. Alrighty.